What it do, fun crew? Y'all know what to do. Give me 5. Y'all can give me a dab too. Give me that. My fist look big as heck. And ashy. Let me let you know that I wash my hands. Today, y'all like my hat? I call this a hat. I bought it today because it was cold outside. And you know I had that ponytail. I had the ponytail. My hair was cold. I said, let me go get. I call these right here Trusties. I know I told you I was gonna be original, but you know, girl had to step up her little game too. But I bought me a Trusty. This is a Trusty. You should have at least one. You know what I'm saying? In case you have to go somewhere important or whatever. So I bought me a Trusty. And oh yes, sister. We're gonna have I'm recording. I'm recording. What you wanna do? I'm recording. I don't see you can't see you. How about you gonna move over? Broke Bree is behind me. Hey y'all. She's like, is you recording? Yes, I'm recording. Hey, hey! Hey! Sorry. Okay. Hush! Tell them I'm recording. I'm doing the video. See, y'all, my house always live, y'all. It's always live. Somebody always in the background doing something. But anyway, I'm going to tell you about today. What happened. So, I'm sitting here. About to do the schoolwork with the kids. Daughter goes to the dentist. She called me frantic. Crying on the phone. I'm thinking, oh my God, somebody done beat her up or something. What ended up happening was she went to the dentist to go get a fill-in. And this is going to be another, well, I don't like to do my story. Well, anyway, because I'm thinking about, should I make another story time about me as far as the dentist? Because I know some of y'all going to recognize that my bottom teeth, you know what I'm saying, ain't quite right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to lead up to it. So I'm just going to go back to my daughter. But anyway, she called me frantic. So she talked, so at the time I didn't know what was really going on. All I know is she frantic on the phone. They saying she can't breathe. She's having an anxiety attack. And I'm panicking because I'm all the way at home. And she's about 20, 25 minutes away from me. So my thing is like her try to hurry up and get to her. You know, when you know, I know as a kid, if something happened to me, the first person I want is my mama. So they kind of got her to calm down, but she still was kind of, you know what I'm saying, breathe. They say she was breathing hard. So, you know, my anxiety was about to kick in. But anyway, she ended up going to receiving hospital. What ended up happening was she was getting a fill-in, and the doctor, I don't know what you call the dentist. Is it a dentist doctor? Or the dentist assistant? Is it assistants? The dental assistant or whatever. However, they numbed her. She said the lady numbed her 3 times, and 5 minutes later, she started shaking. Excuse me. 5 minutes later, she started shaking. And then it felt like her heart was about to come out her chest. So what they did was went and got her some oxygen, which I believe made it worse to her. And they was like, you need to calm down. You need to calm down or whatever. So I told them to call. Well, they said they was going to call emergency. So my thing is, yes, if she having a heart attack, I done had anxiety, so I know what it feel like. It make you feel like you're going to pass out and it's uncontrollable. It's like you feeling, I don't know. It's a scary feeling. Like you feeling scared for no reason. I have blood pressure problems, so
sometimes it's a reason though.
Yeah, sometimes well, I guess it is a reason, but I know when I feel like my hands start stiffen up. But anyway, she said she felt like her chest, like her heart was beating real fast, and it's like it's gonna come out. So I got the chance to talk to a fighter. I don't know why the firefighter. I guess the firefighter was there first, and then the EMS came. They checked her vitals. They said that she was all good. But anyway, so they took her to the hospital. Now, I'm thinking because they close to all DMC. We from Detroit. DMC hospitals. She's 17, but she's still a minor. They took her to receiving hospital. Receiving hospital. I was
nut job.
I was really upset because I feel like if she's a minor, why are you sending her to receiving? That's right next door to receiving. I mean, is receiving is children's is right next door to receiving. And the killer is my car. It wasn't far from there. It was actually around the corner. But see, my thing was she was still. They say she was breathing hard. So my thing is take her to the emergency. There's nothing I could do. I'm not around her. I can't see her. So I don't know what she's looking like or whatever. So they asked me, did I want her to still go to her vitals was fine. Do I still want her to go to the emergency? Because there's nothing they're going to do for her. So I'm like, you need to ask her. You need to ask her how she feel. Do she want to go? Because I could sit up here all day on the phone and say yes, no, she can't go. You don't have to take her because her vitals and something go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Being that they saying that she's breathing funny, and so I let her choose whether she want to go to the doctor or she felt that she was comfortable enough to come home. So anyway, she goes to receiving, and she goes, oh, they made me leave my car. They made my friend leave my car at the dentist, the firefighter, which I am totally pissed because once he got out of the emergency, how is he going to get to my car? If y'all made him leave and tell him he got a ride in the EMS when the EMS worker telling him it's fine that he followed. She's 17 years old. Why she can't go in the EMS? It's been times when my daughter had an asthma attack. I drove to the hospital and she had to be transferred to Children's, and I followed behind them. You know what I'm saying? How impossible is he gonna get back to the car? You know what I'm saying? But there's here or there. This is my first time ever really. I've been this receiving, but never in a back. What I say? When I went to receiving. Thank you to my niece Bria. She stopped what she had to do to take me. I really appreciate that. But crazy looking people. Crazy. I mean, oh my God. And then receiving don't have, it's like privacy, none. The space, the bed space, literally, I'm going to use these. This much. My doctor, I go to the hospital. I mean, even if when you in the spaces, you can put a chair right there. They have it so crammed up. You can't even get a chair. You see everybody business.
What if you saying you burning?
Girl, it was cases down there. Man had hepatitis.
What the fuck? I mean,
the lady, they gave her a lunch. I felt like I was working at the hospital. This lady was in the hospital. Kid you not. She was on. Yeah, but this man, he came in. He had hepatitis. Something was wrong with his stomach. He couldn't boo boo or something. But why I know all everybody business all through there. The beds be so tight. They be so tight, like this. Literally like this. I couldn't even sit on the side of my daughter's bed.
I would never go there.
And then the security, I'm trying to get back there, so, because, you know what I'm saying, you concerned. I'm a concerned parent, like, oh, you know, they tell me, excuse me. So the lady come out, the advocate, I don't know, I guess she's the advocate. Nothing like the hospital I go to. They real, you know, they'll send you back there. They only one person, and I can understand why, because they be having it so crammed. They have it so crammed. You only one person can only get back there. Everybody back there. I was like, my daughter should not be exposed to this craziness. For real. Everybody in there looked crazy. Real crazy. I didn't feel comfortable going there. I'm like, what we at? They look like the zombie people on a Thriller. No kidding.
The zombie people?
The zombie people on Thriller video. That's what they look like down there.
Why do they look like zombies?
Just that's what they look. I don't know why they look like that. Security rude. The lady gonna tell me to step back. So I stepped back. She didn't say like go over there like by the seats to step back. So I stepped back, like stepped over. Oh, you got to go over there and sit down. I started like, I wanted to tell them, like, give my damn daughter and get me the heck up out of here. Because they so rude. Then, I finally get back there. So, the doctor explaining to me, you know, that my daughter's heart rate was to the roof. And they trying to get her to, you know, calm down more. And, you know.
I thought her vitals was fine.
They was fine, but her heart rate was like still up. She was, I mean, her, you know, everything else, her blood pressure was fine, everything was up, but it was just her heart rate.
Because they check your heart rate was part of your vitals.
I don't know, but they said her heart rate was still kind of elevated. Yeah, they checked that too, but so when I got back there, she was crying and she didn't know why she was crying. She was just emotional and she was just crying and she just like, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm trying to stop crying. That's what she said. She said, I don't know why. I'm just can't stop crying. She couldn't explain. So they ended the doctor. So they excuse me, rocking the table. But they end up giving her. Then she said she had headaches. My thinking is when the lady possibly hit a nerve or something. It made her go into anxiety because she said she never went into anxiety before. I'm believing she hit something, an artery or something in her mouth. But the doctor was saying that if the doctor or assistant, whoever do the numbing, if they would have hit an artery, it would have went straight, like happened right then and there. I don't know.
She did something to her.
Because my thing is, everybody is not the same. What may happen to you may not happen to her. The reaction, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, my father, blood pressure stayed high. And if his blood pressure get to, I say, over 178, he fine. He don't have no symptoms. But maybe me, with, you know what I'm saying, with blood pressure, it get that high, I have headaches. Or I go into anxiety. I hate when they put everybody in the same category. Because they don't know what other people, everybody's different. No matter what the vital signs are. Even though they have a certain range, you can't tell because some people, stuff is faint and they fine. Some people's not. And they about to be close to death. You never know.
My blood pressure dropped real low.
You know what I'm saying?
When I was in labor with Skyler.
So
and I was
sometimes, like Bree said that her blood pressure was low. Real low. But she was talking and everything. But it was a blood pressure like almost you out the door. So
y'all was gonna let me die?
No, we wasn't gonna let you die, but.
So why didn't y'all tell me like you about to die?
Because we didn't want to excite you and you go into anxiety. But my thing is everybody's bodies is different. Everybody's bodies is different on how it react. Because like if my daughter ate pizza, it don't react right then. It react a couple of, I say 15 minutes later. Then she breaks out in highs.
Versus the moment I touch the jalapeno pepper, I'm
Versus Kiana, if she touch a peanut, it's a instant reaction. So everybody reaction to something they allergic to, or the way they feel, or they the way they feel, or the way that it may take the process is different. You know what I'm saying? But they end up giving her medicine. They gave her some in case she felt like she had to throw up, Tylenol and a volume, because she was complaining about her head. And I always I had bad when I was young coming up. I had very bad experience with the dentist, and that's why it's taken me so long to get my teeth fixed. I had the perfect teeth, and what's wrong with my teeth is I was cola addicted, junk food addicted. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is my schedule sometimes didn't allow me. Not to say that I was nasty, but it didn't allow me to brush my teeth as much because I had a lot of stuff on my plate. If you know me, I had to take care of my mom back in 2010. I had to take care of my mom, my dad, 8 kids, daycare. So imagine juggling all this, and then you juggling 2 parents that was sick. And my cope was pop. I would take pop because I don't drink, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke weed, I don't do none of that. I mean, back then I occasionally drunk, but I always thought and I always felt like I got kids that look up to me. That's nothing I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, if I go out, I might get a drink, but outside just drinking, that's not my forte. I always, felt like I got kids. I don't want them seeing me drunk or bent over, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, high. I didn't like that. I don't. And then nowadays, people put stuff in your drugs, in your drinks, whatever. So, that wasn't my forte. So, if you wondering, like, what? Her teeth messed up or whatever. Yes, my teeth messed up, and I learned to embrace my teeth. And when I build my because I think I'm gonna have an anxiety attack too, because I don't like to have nothing over me or whatever. I'm fine with my teeth for now, but I'm just saying those bad experiences haunt you and make you fearful of the dentist. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did go to the dentist, they took forever. Like you gotta go do an orientation. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. I'm like, shit, forget it. But due time, your teeth will be fixed like it's supposed to be. But juggling, I had to. Let me tell you, I had my daddy. He had to take medicine around the clock. I mean, around the clock. Yo didn't get barely no sleep. Then on top of that, I used to have to sit in class with my kids. Then I had to run 30 minutes for my mom if she wanted me to do something that she didn't want my sister to do. Then I had to take care of bills. I had to up at the hospital. I was run raggedy. You don't hear me? I was run. I mean, I never really had time for myself. Then people started telling me, Yolanda, you need to take time out for you. Luckily, I had the support system that I had. Thank God. Thank God for the support system through all what I've been through. And like I said, my coping was pop, candy, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times I would have to do stuff on the run because I'm always doing something. I'm always in the streets, or I'm always, if I'm not, now imagine, my mom stayed 30 minutes from me, and then my pop stayed 30 minutes. So I would have to go to, at the time, Wixom, back to Detroit. So it's like 30 minutes to my mom's house, and if I had to see her that day, to 20 to 30 minutes to my house. I was tired. So, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes people, y'all gotta understand, people who got messed up teeth is just not nasty. It's just that, I don't know. I don't know what to say. In my case, it was because I had a lot on my plate. And, you know what I'm saying? I kept my body clean. You know what I'm saying? That was the most important. Me keeping my body clean. And, you know what I'm saying? I was up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, getting my daddy medicine, then back, you know, another 4 hours. Then had to get the kids ready. It's a lot. So I guess this is story time about dental. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to be careful out here with the dentist. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it give your kids a bad experience so they won't go. Like now she don't want to go back to that dentist. And this happened to my other daughter too. Toon went to the dentist, and you know, and I understand like when sometimes they don't like you to go back there. But this particular day, Toon was supposed to get a fill-in. They came out there and told me she was getting a fill-in. Next thing I know, I hear her screaming. Stop. Sorry about that. My cat was scratching my chair. But Toon was getting a fill-in and she was screaming. And I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong with her? It was like she getting a fill-in. So I was like, let me go back there. The door was open. They left the door open. So I was like, tell the doctor, let me go back there, you know, because I want to see what's going on. Why is she screaming to the top of her lungs? So the lady never did come back and say, oh, the doctor said you can't come back here or you can come back there. So I ended up going back. I walked in. So come to find out, do you know they was about to take her tooth out without me knowing? They was about to take her tooth out. And then now she has a bad report with the dentist. She don't want to go back. And it's crazy because, and I was ready to smack that lady. Why? She told me something. She couldn't open the door. She couldn't open the door for me. That's my child. How the heck you go not let me get to my child? Are you crazy? I was cussing that lady out. But not in no bad way, but I cussed her out. And I told them, hey, she not coming back. And to this day, they call him. Can I make an appointment? No. Just like today, my other kids got an appointment. No. I'm not finna. If Diamond had a bad, and not to say that they would do them like that, but I'm not gonna.
But they don't have respect for you.
No chance. Child. I'm not gonna. And then they ain't even call and said what I don't like. Even though the lady didn't have the patience to call and do a follow up after you done traumatized my baby, and I'm gonna say something about that. I called today and I asked her like, what did they give her? What's the name of the medicine? But why didn't you call and say, hey, is she all right? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of bold. Ain't nobody called and checked on my baby after she done had an anxiety attack. Even if you felt that she was over the dang on top, somebody at that office should have called and checked on her. That's what I felt. But this is my story time about the dentist. And you know what I'm saying? Team, comment below if you ever had a bad experience at the dentist. And I'm learning, like, I'm not on this earth to please nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take every flaw I got. I'm big. I mean, if I want to do something about it, I'm gonna do something about it. But I'm happy with me, and I'm not gonna let nobody discourage me or say, "Well, I'm too big" or "your teeth," whatever, because it's a story behind it. It wasn't that I just let my teeth go right. Well, I don't know, but it's a way of me coping. Huh?
That cat is on the tree.
He where?
On the tree.
Oh, on the tree. But I'm not gonna let nobody.
Get out.
I'm not gonna let nobody, discourage me from, whatever my flaws are. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to love yourself. And if you can accept yourself, you ain't got to worry about what nobody think, whether you big, skinny, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got flaws. We all got flaws at the end of the day. I mean, some people might look perfect on the outside, but hey, they probably hurting and got issues on the inside. You know what I'm saying? We all got our flaws. Perfect on the outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Somebody don't like it.
I mean, people don't be liked because whatever reason. It ain't got to be a reason. You know what I'm saying? For somebody not to like you or whatever. But I learned to love my big self, embrace my big self, embrace my flaws, which is to me my teeth, my little scar on my forehead. I embrace that. It's there. I mean, if it goes away, it goes away. If it don't, it don't. I mean, what can I do? Either you're going to love me, you're going to love me. If you're not, you're not. But anyway, comment. What was this? Forget. Comment below if you had a bad experience at the dentist. And also, like, subscribe, and share.
And comment if y'all love Bree.
You can't even see Bree, but, you know. Oh, my gosh. She's going to show her foot. But anyway.
I'm a newborn baby. Like I just came out the womb with the.
So here's Bree, y'all.
Hey, y'all. I'm back
the
here.
Nail Slayer. The Nail Slayer. You see that?
When you slay nails, they feed you.
She did my design on my nails.
Sorry.
The gross Bree.
I need y'all to hurry up and subscribe so that I can stop slaying nails.
Okay, y'all. This video been on.
Butt. I'm tired of slaying nails and wiping butt.
Okay. All right, y'all. See you later. The kids want to say bye.
It's itching them bad.
Bye.
All right.
Peace.
Turn it off.